A number of you have asked whether or not I feel the grounded pliers that go into welders for micro welding are worthwhile. Are they safe? Are they, what are my thoughts on whether or not they should get them? So I decided to buy myself a pair, and I've tried it out welding. So I hope you will enjoy this. These are the grounded pliers from Sunstone. They're made in the US by Xuron, a well-known plier and cutter company. And basically what it is the ground is the same, exactly the same as the original Alligator ground clip that you get with the package of the welder. And what it is the ground is attached like this to the metal of the pliers, and then there's a protective sleeve that is quite sturdy, and it works just like a pair of pliers with the ground all in one. The size is very similar to a pair of pliers, and they're lightweight with spring action. So I think this works very well. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to try to test the performance of welding with these grounded pliers versus the Alligator clip. So first I'm going to use a traditional method of the ground Alligator clip with pliers. Here I'm using slightly bigger jump rings to show you so that you can see in the camera. It is 22 gauge, 5 millimeters. So I'm going to make sure that it's closed properly. Okay, and then I hold it like this, and it's hard to see. Okay, so that I'm going to check it, make sure that it's good, and it is. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing now using, I'm going to take this off, my grounded pliers, and I'm going to get a new jump ring, and I'm going to make sure that, and I like to make pivot so that I can feel it grinding backwards. And then all I have to do is put it there, and that did it. I'm finding that this is a lot easier. That was just, once I closed it, I didn't have to move my hand to pivot. And so I found this to be much better, easier, and the grip is good. So far that in itself with just jump rings is better. So now I'm going to do the same test of welding and comparing Alligator clip versus the grounded pliers when I weld very fine chains like this that droops and is a little bit harder to control. Basically, if I want to, and I do this for putting together without jump ring, threading pearls and beads. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to try first 5 watts. And so holding, I would have to have it both hands because this gets a bit heavy and harder to guide. So what you do is and I can touch it to the side a few times to make sure that it balls, and this part, the frayed edges is closed. So I'm gonna okay, I'm gonna say it's a little bit on the hard side to control. See, let me try this. So I'm running into, let me see if I can clip it closer. Okay, so now it's got a slight ball on that side, and I think it just needs to be clipped closer. And it is a little bit harder to handle when this is so fine and this clip is heavier. Ooh, okay, good. So I did get a good ball here. Then what I'm going to do is put both of them together like such. You know, it would be ideal if I didn't have to hold on to that part. Let me see if I can use, usually I use a third arm because you don't, here. It is a little bit cumbersome right now, I can tell you that, with the alligator clip, because it's moving the chain downward. Okay, so now I touch the two together. Okay, it's a little bit harder. I got it. It's a little bit harder to, oh, and I unfused it. Okay, this is, I'm gonna up the power to 7, and I'm gonna try this again. Hang on. Okay. I took a few tries, but it's not easy, and I'm going to trim this again to try with the grounded pliers. So now I'm going to do the same thing with the grounded pliers, holding it like that. And I'm going to just hold it. I am going to do the same thing using these grounded pliers. Okay, and I put it to 7 watts, which I like better actually. That did it. But I'm going to show you what happens if it's 5 watts. Okay, still very good. I like it that I can just hold on like this and I don't have to do this way. And I can hold on to my hand to get steady underneath. So that is a plus right now for this. But I'm gonna go back to 7 watts to see what happens. Good. See, there's a little ball there. I like that. And then all I have to do is hold on to this on this side, and I don't have anything dragging. It's just when it's this fine, I like having not the extra weight of the alligator clip. Okay, so now I'm just going to put these two together. Okay, that was seriously better. And then because it's a little bit crookedy, however, it is firmly fused. I'm just going to straighten this. So far, I like this far better. A number of people have mentioned that their concern is this over time, the wire might break or get exposed, this attachment is not secure. That's a legitimate concern, and I'm concerned about that too. But I can tell you it's really sturdy. I don't know how they did it. And I can see that there's a bump here and it doesn't feel flimsy. There's a bump they wrapped around it, perhaps weld it together. This is very thick here, not thin rubber. This is pretty hard. So it feels sturdy. Now, I know that you should never wrap the cords around things because I've done that before with my hair dryer, my favorite curling iron, all on the same trip, and it just went and I broke over here because I was pulling too hard. So if I was to do that, I wouldn't advise you doing this, but what would happen if I did that and wrap around or push here? I'm just going to go crazy. But I know that Sunstone does very sturdy. The Orion is very good quality, and I've dropped it in the past, which I don't advise you testing at home if you can avoid it. I dropped it and it worked just fine. So there, I've done this, all sorts of abuse given to my new pliers, and then I am going to try this out now. All right. So half, let's see. Perfecto. Okay. So it's not exactly the test of 1,000 wraps banged up in your luggage or whatnot, but I can just tell you that it's very sturdy. It hasn't moved at all. So it doesn't look like it's going to be slipping anytime soon. The grip feels great on the hand. So I think it's a definite win. I hope you found that to be useful. A number of people also asked how they can make this on their own with the ground that they already have. And I gave it some thought because I know how to do it. Basically, you need to remove the plastic so that only metal is exposed, connect this to the metal, and then secure it. Perhaps weld it or somehow secure it so that, or you can do it this way, but having it secured this way is best. The only thing is, though, if you don't do it right, you could cause problems. And really and truly, Xuron, they're good pliers. I think you can get them online for about $20 US, about $20. And the whole set right now from Sunstone is $40. So you're getting an extra ground all done for $40. Not a whole lot more than the pliers that you perhaps could order online anywhere, actually. Xuron is a large company. So I think you could save money in other ways, but for safety reasons, I would not. And everyone knows that I'm frugal. There's a way that I can do things more efficiently or economically, I would do it. So I wouldn't do that. Again, if they're $40 American plus shipping and taxes, I'm going to leave more information below about the micro welder as well as the grounded pliers. And for all those who are not familiar with what we do, I'm a wholesaler of premium quality chains and findings, and I'm going to leave some more information below. As well, recently I've started to distribute the Orion micro welder because I really like it. I bought my first one many years ago when they first came out, and I just absolutely love it. We started distributing it within Canada to go with the chains, which we wholesale. A number of people have been asking us for the entire package. So either way, these are really, really good quality products. If you're not in Canada or the US, you can certainly comment or email me and I will find you the closest distributor, because I really believe in this product.